Hello, welcome back to Nails by Stephanie. How are you doing today? We are starting off with a new manicure, we are doing a new manicure. Once again, on my right hand, it is going to be a one manicure video. I know I mentioned the possibility of doing two separate designs for my left hand and my right hand, but we are continuing on with just doing one cohesive design. And this is going to be very similar to the manicure that I did in the last video. So if you missed it, check up here. I will post it. I absolutely loved that design and I didn't want to remove it, but if I didn't remove it, you'd have no content. So I did keep with the general design. I changed up the colors. I will show it to you in a moment. But this is also going to be a video replicating AI nail art. So I'm not doing the whole design that was in the nail art. I'm taking elements from it, and one of the elements, or I should say the main element that I'm taking from it, is the owl. It was done by another nail artist coincidentally. This is the first time I've ever seen somebody else do a piece of AI generated nail art that I've earmarked as something to do. So I wasn't sure whether or not I wanted to stick with it, but I do love it and want to do it. So this video is going to be creating this owl. I'm going to do the female owl on my other hand and have it be, one male and female, one on each hand. And then basically the rest of the design is very similar to what I did in my last video. It was a blue-green French, but it was asymmetrical, going from one side up and ending about here. This one, it's going to be a full-on V French with the snowflakes. So I'm going to get into it. This video is going to be very light on the actual French manicure and snowflake aspect of it, because as I said, I did it in my last video and I don't want to repeat myself. So I'll go over the basics on one finger of the French and the snowflake design, but then I'm going to buzz through it and we'll get straight into the owl. So hang on while I get myself situated. We are going to be using, well, I should say I already did use a Milky White, this one from Tiny. It is TYY001. I did two coats because while I do have a Milky White Builder gel as my base, while I was filing off the last manicure, it got a little spotty, so I wanted to refill that. And then for the design aspect, we're going to be using these gel paints from Madame Glam. So we've got the white gel paint, black, although I don't know if there's that much black on the female owl, so I might not need to use that except for the eyes. Glow orange for the beak, and then silver for the French. And then I also have shadow gel from from Nails by Dev for some shadowing. So I'm going to move these out of the way and we're going to get straight into the French. All right, so I'm using my 11 millimeter liner from Melody Susie, and I'm going to take a good amount on the brush and go, one moment. And go up from the bottom corner. Is there another hair? Son of a... Go up from the corner, and I'm going to start just by outlining the nail, just to get that thin line. I'm going to do the same on the other side. And then we're going to retrace it, but bring it in a little bit to go up in an arc. And then you could do the same on the other side. Now you can draw a straight line down the center just to mark the low point of the V, if that makes things easier for you, but it's not necessary. Now you just want to create the side line that you desire, bring it down to meet the bottom of that V. And then fill in the blank spot, or the negative space, I should say. Now the silver glitter is a little hard to get really opaque because as you brush it on, it spreads out the glitter, which is nice, but I want it really, really opaque. So I'm going to load up my brush really well. So that we can really get a thick layer in there. Making sure it matches up. I think that's pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust it again because I can never be satisfied, but I will go ahead and pop it in the lamp once I bring this line in a bit. All right, so I'm going to continue on with the rest of my fingers, and then we will get into the snowflakes. Okay, so we've got all 5 nails done with the V French. We're going to go in with the snowflake now. So I'm using a dotting tool. It's double-ended. I actually have another one that I started off with. It's the dots are a little bit larger. Let's clean that off. So they work well on the larger nails, but you'll want to use a smaller one on the smaller nails. So it's pretty easy, literally just putting down dots and dragging through them. So go ahead and get some gel paint on one end of the dotting tool of your choice. And forever pulling hair off my nails. This is what happens when you have cats that shed. and you can drop it down wherever you want. I'm going to switch to the other side for the smaller one and put them in an X format. So one there, one there, one there, and one there. Always a little bit trickier with your non-dominant hand. And then you'll want to take a liner brush, preferably one that doesn't have silver gel paint all over it. And you'll drag through the dots, just with the very tip, the very point of your bristles.
And if God is my witness, now you be my weakness, my no be boss. See Oluwa don't bless me. Not true, no be ghost ride. If they say I didn't listen, babe, you're the one that I'm missing, girl. And my darling, would you?
Okay, so we've got the basis of the design. So we're going to go in with another dotting tool, this time the smallest dot, and we're going to put 4 more dots around in between the ones that we laid before. And we're going to do the same thing, just drag out. Right. Now to make it a little fancier, we're going to add a little bit of accent on 4 of the spokes. I'm going to go in with my smallest dotting tool again, and I think I'm going to do these. So put 2 dots on either side. Somehow managed to get silver on that one, but that's okay. And I'm going to switch back to my 5mm liner brush. And I'm just going to pull the lines in a curve onto the center spoke. So I will fix that in a moment. Okay, now if you've lost some lines, you can always go and reinforce them again. And if you've messed up some lines, you can try to fix them again. Okay, I'm going to cure this, but I do want to do another small snowflake over here in the corner. So moving on to the second snowflake, this one's going to be a lot more simplified. So we're just going to do the 4 dots as we started off with before. Using our smaller brush, we're going to pull through to create those lines. Okay, that did not turn out the way I wanted it to. And then we're just going to pull out 4 more lines in between. Just like so. So I'm going to go ahead and take some silver right now for the first snowflake because I want to put in some accents to make the snowflake really pop. So I'm just going to take a dot of the silver and lay it in the center of some of the other dots. And then we're going to do some dots on the nail itself. Now once this is cured, I'm going to go ahead and do the same to this snowflake, and then I will do the rest of my nails.
It's for somebody special. Yeah. Can't wait it out tonight. Baby, you special. Can't wait it out tonight. Yeah. Can't believe it's so. Yeah. 20 nights been so. Baba don't lose composure. Yeah. Girl, my champion lover. Would you wait for me, girl? Yeah. Cause now you did cross my mind. Would you wait for me, girl? I know. Ain't no distance, ain't no time to get me back to you. Coach, yeah, give me coach, yeah, give me coach, yeah, to get me back to you. Give me coach, yeah, give me coach, nah, give me coach, yeah, to get me back to you. Cannot deny it's a ghost. And if God is my witness, now you be my weakness, my no be boss. See Oluwa don't bless me, not true no be ghost right. If they say I didn't listen, babe, you're the one that I miss.
All right, we've got 4 fingers completed. I've actually gone and top coated the ones that we're done with so that I don't have to worry about getting any hair stuck in them again. So we're going to move on to the owl, and the owl is actually pretty straightforward. It involves dots once again, which we're going to start off with, and then just round blobs and lines. So let's go ahead and start with the eyes, which are the focal point. And we're going to put them right here. I'm going to join them in the center. And then we're going to go with our liner brush. We're going to draw the outline of the body. And then all we need to do is fill that in. And it's easier because, actually I'm going to go ahead and take my baby blender brush. It's easier because I've gone and cut off the bottom of the nail with the French. So I don't have to really worry about bringing it all the way down. Now trust the process. This is going to look very rough, but it will get there. Okay, so we're going to enlarge these eyes. And we're going to bring them up into a peak. So we're going to follow the line around and then bring it up into a point. I am going to go and do a second coat of white, so I'm not too concerned with opacity at this point. I just want to make sure that I have the rough shape of the owl. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cure this, and then go ahead and go ahead and do a second coat of the white.
Philosophy.
Okay, so on the palette I have the shadow gel from Nails by Dev, and I'm going to take some and go around the edges where we need definition. Just going to pull it down and feather it out a bit. Now the female owl in this depiction does not have any highlights over the eyes like the male does. So that's one thing we don't have to worry about. But I do want to create some shadowing behind it. And then we're going to come in and do some wings. And then there are some kind of U-shaped accents to the plumage going down the breast. Move that out of the way and make room for our black so that we can go ahead and put in the eyes. I was going to try and put in the eyelashes, but I think I'll wait until that's cured. Just want to make this a little bit larger. I feel like we've lost some of the face. All right, so let's go in with the eyelashes. They're just going to come out from the side ever so delicately. I feel like the ones in the representation are a little too thick. Just like so. And then while we're at it, since the rest of the eye is cured, we're going to go in with a catch light. And go ahead and give that a cure. And the last little bit we're going to do is the nose, which is just nose beak, which is just a triangle. Or a teardrop, just like so. Why does that look bigger than it should be?
And if God is my witness, now you be my weakness, my no be boss. See Oluwa don't bless me. Not true, no be ghost pride.
All right, here we are with our finished manicure. I love these owls, I do. I think that the one on my right hand came out a little bit better, mostly because there's no black, well, minimal black in it. Doesn't stand out as much, it kind of blends into the rest of the design. I feel like the Mr. Owl on my left hand looks like he stands out a little bit too much. It's a little heavy feeling. That being said, this concludes this manicure. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you did like it, please hit that like and subscribe button. I post twice a week, every week. I have not missed an upload in going on 3 years now. April will be 3 years since I started this channel. And I want to thank each and every one of you going into the holiday season for helping to make this channel what it is, whether you were here from the beginning or whether you're new. I love each and every one of you, and I thank you so much for joining me on my nail journey. If you have any comments or questions as to the products or the techniques I used in this video, please drop it down below, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.